What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid trance, although this is probably a tune that most people will consider more melodic or progressive trance, as we called it back in the 90s, but it does have a couple acid layers along the way, so for me it still fits into a category that I would call acid trance. I could still use it in a more melodic or progressive acid trance set. Nevertheless, we're talking about a tune. It's originally from 98. This is a tune by DJ Rodd-Y-Ler. It's called Lifesigns. Those of you who know my old channel will know that I did react to this on the other channel, but as I've mentioned with a couple videos now, number one, when I got all the old content and from my old channel and had to move it over here, when I re-downloaded it from YouTube, I realized they had compressed my videos, so it's the quality, like sound and video, is not quite as good as it originally was, so that's sort of annoying to me. And secondly, the video is about 19 minutes long. That felt too long because the tune is about like 8 minutes, I think. Yeah, 7.5. Nevertheless, oh no, it's 8.5, so it is a decently long tune. Nevertheless, it still felt like it was too long of a video, and because the quality had been lowered, I said let's just redo it. So this is from a remix vinyl that came out on a Spanish label called Tempro Progressive. If you can see down there in the corner. It has a couple remixes, a Vengeance remix. It's only about 5 minutes long, but it has like a bit more of a hard trance vibe. Same thing with the Badlands remix. It's about 7 minutes long, but again, it has a bit more energy than the original. Not that the original doesn't have energy, but it's more of like a, you know, a melodic, epic sort of sonorous journey, whereas the other two take the melody from the original and kind of give it some oomph. Nevertheless, we are going to listen to the original. So this remix vinyl came out 2002, but as I said, this original version is originally from 1998. There's one thing I do want to mention in advance, and that is that there's a very funny moment. There's a long breakdown in this one where the melody really builds, and then it starts building to an even more intense degree than you thought, and it keeps building and keeps building, and then at the end of all that, right at a sort of momentary dead pause before it drops back in, it gives this like basketball buzzer, you know, end of the quarter sort of sound. So the first time I heard it, I actually laughed because I was like, yo, where's Kobe to take the buzzer beater? But yeah, just so when we get to the main build-up and how epic it is and how long it is, it's almost kind of like a little bit of a joke the way they include that particular synth right at that break. So here we go. This is the original mix of Lifesigns by DJ Rodd-Y-Ler, heard here on the remix vinyl on Tempro Progressive 2002. I think I heard this at a party first, but one place I do remember hearing it for certain. There's a DJ Thomas Michael mix CD that one of my friends had, and this was on there. Along with, what's it? Mirror Image by Long Life, another great like progressive trance tune from the 90s. I'll have to react to that one too. Oh, listen to that bass. Atmospheric, like cinematic. Notice the pace though. For progressive trance, especially for 98, when like trance was starting to slow down notably compared to like 95, 96, it still has some pace to it. Not crazy fast, but like electric and spacious bass line. Little acid warble. sonorous, hypnotic, like aurally seductive melody coming in. Wait for it. Kind of like a early morning melody, like, you know, sunshine coming over the mountains sort of feeling. And all the while the acid just kind of warbling away. Chirping higher even. Swizzling. And that sound, that like alien computer language. It's like if a synthetic AI could speak to you, it might try to speak in that language first. And it's like almost like a snare roll, but with a synth, right? Like, and there is a snare roll coming up as well. And you're like, wait, what? That's not the drop? Like here you're like, shit, this is gonna be like a major like hands in the air kind of drop. Come on. You gotta do it. If I'm DJing, like I do that at that moment behind the tables. I don't care. It's a really rich melody though, right? Like it's got emotion like saturated in it. It's like gracious, it's like appreciative. I know that's like a subjective interpretation, but like it doesn't feel like longing or like sadness or melancholy. It's like familiarity, comfort, like acknowledgement. Trance melodies can be very like happy. This, I don't know if happy is the right term. It's like contented more than happy. AI language stabs. It's just an epic tune. Definitely in the mix of this. course, this with a kick drum and soon a bass line from an incoming tune would also be a nice double drop. So you can do either, but this is the kind of tune I think you can finish a set with and be like, there's nothing more to say. That's it. I heard that pop. Little like cricket creaking synth. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. I do like both of the remixes, and again, I'm a hard trance, acid trance guy, but I do think the original here is the one, so to speak. I think the remixes are cool, but to me, the one that it's all about is the original. Let me know. I know Karsten is familiar with this tune. At least he commented on the other reaction I remember. So hopefully this one is a bit more concise. But yeah, let me know what you think of the tune. Let me know if you know any other tracks by Rodd-Y-Ler. I do think this is the only record I have by him, but I'm pretty sure he made at least a couple others. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you for listening and watching. I do appreciate it. See you next time. Peace.